Hope you can see the slides. Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am, it's visible.
Okay. Okay. So today we will start with the measures of classification performance. Okay, so it is a continuation of the previous topic. So we had discussed about the gradient, then regularization, so all that things we discussed. Okay, so next we will discuss about the measures of classification performance. Okay, that means when we do any classification. Okay, so whether the classification is correct or not, and based on the classification, how you determine its accuracy. So some of the measures also we will be learning. Okay, so here the image or the figure, it mainly shows about the binary classification. Okay, so you just consider that two classes, class 1 and class 2. So actually it belongs to class 1 and class 2, and how we are predicting. So based on that, we can make a visual representation. That representation we call it as confusion matrix. Okay, so this confusion matrix, it gives a picture of how you done the classification, whether you done the classification correctly. Okay, how many you classified correctly and how many you classified incorrectly. Okay, so all that details it will be giving. Okay, so here it is a just a general representation, that is the classification, just it is considered as class 1 and class 2. So we will again discuss with some example also. Okay, so general classification, class 1 and class 2. So the actually it belongs to class 1 and predicted as class 1 itself. Okay, so if it is correct classification means actually it belongs to the class 1 and predicted also as class 1, then we call it as true positive. Okay, and it is represented like TP here in this confusion matrix. Okay, and the other one, that is actually it belongs to the class 1, but you predicted wrongly. Okay, you predicted it as class 2, you didn't predict it correctly, you predicted it as wrongly, so you predicted it as class 2, so that is called as false negative. Okay, the next one is class 2, that is actually it belongs to class 2 but predicted as class 1, that is called as false positive. And actually it is belongs to class 2 and predicted as class 2, it is called as true negative. So maybe we will discuss with one example so that sometimes you will understand clearly. Okay, so maybe we will consider the example, the person has disease or not. Maybe like now the common disease COVID we will consider. Okay, so you just consider COVID positive or negative. Okay, so whether the person is having COVID or not. Okay, so just consider that few some samples it is collected. Okay, so from that the COVID positive or not, negative, so I'll just consider it as classes as yes or no, COVID yes or no. So class 1 is yes, class 2 is no. Okay, so actually he is a COVID patient. Okay, so you can relate with that examples of the first row I am explaining. So actually he is a COVID positive patient. Okay, and you predicted also. Okay, predicted also as COVID positive patient, then it is true positive. Okay, then false negative. False negative means actually he is a COVID positive patient but predicted as negative. Okay, actually he is COVID positive but predicted as negative, that is false negative. Okay, the second row, false positive. False positive means actually he is negative but he is predicted as COVID positive. Okay, and true negative means actually he is not COVID positive, that is he is a COVID negative patient and predicted also correctly as COVID negative. Okay, so in this, which is the correct classification? Tell me, which are the correct classification?
True
Which
positive and true negative.
true positive and true negative only the correct classification. Okay, so which are the things correctly classified? True positive and true negative. That means whoever is COVID positive, they had correctly after the test, the test results also tell that they are COVID positive. And whoever is not COVID positive, that means whoever is negative, they had classified as negative itself. Okay, whoever is positive classified as positive, whoever is negative they had classified as negative. The other two, okay, the other two actually it is errors only. Okay, the false negative and false positive are errors. Okay, And depending on the application, sometimes false positive may be severe, sometimes false negative may be severe. So when we look at the example disease, okay, so that COVID or maybe some other disease, when we consider which error is severe, false positive or false negative, that is someone is false negative. What is false negative? Actually he is COVID positive but predicted as COVID negative. Okay, the false positive means actually he is negative but predicted as positive. So in this, when we consider the disease, which is severe, tell me. False positive, false negative. Okay, false negative means actually he is a COVID positive patient but predicted as negative. So what happens? The treatment, okay, he may not take proper treatment and maybe like it will worsen. Okay, so here considering the disease, when we look at that particular applications, false negative, that particular error is severe. So we should try to reduce false negative in that particular application. But maybe we will look at some other examples, maybe like classifying into spam mail or not. Okay, so in that case, whether it is a spam mail, yes or no. Okay, so in that case, when I consider that particular example, yes or no, so now which will be severe? So some unwanted mails, it is spam mails, it is classified as correctly, that is true positive. And if which is not a spam, it is a original mail only, that is classified correctly. So that is true positive and true negative. Which are the other classification? What will be false negative in the case of spam mail? Tell me. What will be false negative?
It was
The
spam,
original
but it
mails
was
are
predicted
being
as
spammed.
not spam.
Yeah, actually it is spam and it is predicted as the other one. So which is severe in that case? False negative or false positive? False positive means actually it is not spam. It is, yeah, actually it is not spam. It is predicted as spam. So which will be severe in this case? Actually not spam. That means maybe sometimes it is an urgent message or urgent mail. So but that is predicted as, so it is that has to be, that mail has to be addressed today itself. So that mail, but it is classified as spam means you may not get it properly in your inbox. It may be go to junk or something. So in that case you may not read, you may misreading that particular mail. So which is severe in that case? False positive may be severe in that case. Okay, so class 1, class 2, you don't think always it is yes or no. It can be any classification like pass or fail. Okay, so pass or fail means maybe pass class 1, fail class 2. Okay, or maybe you can consider pass yes or no. Okay, so always if you want to relate with yes or no means whatever the classification, spam, not spam. So in that you can consider spam yes or no. Okay, COVID positive negative. So COVID yes or no, or maybe like yeah, pass or fail I told you. So pass yes or no, or maybe fail yes or no. That way also we can consider it. Okay, so yeah, so here all the explanation it is given. So once again, so hope you understood this one. What is true positive, false positive, true negative? Yeah, tell me.
I have one doubt in the previous slide.
Ah.
In the below points, 3 points, second point is mentioned allows easy identification of confusion between classes. And that point example, one class is commonly mislabeled as the other. What that means?
Yeah, that means the class is commonly mislabeled as other. That means in the case of here you see false negative and false positive, it is mislabeling only, right? So the when you like if I am giving without a pictorial representation, I am giving a data in terms of numbers. Okay, so then it will be like confusing. Like these many COVID positive patients came for testing. In that these many had tested. These many identified as positive. These many identified as negative. All that things. If I write it in terms of numbers, that may be confusing. But the confusion matrix, it gives a clear picture of that one. And in that one, true positive and true negative, that is only correct classification. The other two are misclassification only, right? False positive and false negative, that give the picture of misclassification. About that only it is explained. Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
Yeah. And again, this figure, the same figure, we can represent in different ways. Okay, so I'll just show you. Maybe maybe some of the examples we can write actual here, predicted here. Okay, so in different ways we can represent it. Okay, so I'll just show the other things also. 1 second. Yeah, so you can see this one. Hope you can see. So this only now I showed you actual and predicted. Okay. So actually, I think this one I was showing, I think in the slide. Okay. So anyway, in 4 or multiple ways we can represent it. Maybe sometimes actual can be here, predicted can be here, and in actual itself, yes or no, I can write in different way. No, yes, I can write it. Okay. And predicted here, actual here, predicted here, actual here, and yes or no, or no, yes. Okay. So in whichever way it is written, so you should remember and write it properly, which is true positive, which is true negative, false positive, false negative. You should be able to identify it correctly. Okay, so we will try to fill these things now. So this, hope you understood this one, actual and predicted. So both actually and predicted, both are yes means it is true positive, actual and predicted both are no means true negative. Okay, and you see it accordingly and you should write it. Okay, so actually it is COVID negative and predicted as COVID positive, then it is false positive and the other way is false negative. So shall we fill this one? Can anyone tell this what all values will be coming? Actually no and predicted no. So what should I fill? Tell me. True negative, right? And in this case, what will be?
True positive.
Positive, right? Okay. So next one. So predicted no, that is actually he has disease, predicted as no. So what it will be?
False now.
False negative. Okay, so this will be false positive. Okay, and now in this case, so predicted is here, actual is here. So predicted and actual both are yes means true positive, both are no means true negative. Okay, now the next one we will try to fill. Actually he has disease but predicted as no. So what it is? True.
False now.
Sorry, false negative. Okay, so this will be false positive. And here in this case, predicted and actual both are no means true negative, and this will be true positive. Okay, and actually he has disease but predicted as no means which one it is? False negative.
False,
and this will be false positive. Okay, so maybe for the examples, okay, in the examples it can be represented anyway, so you should have any confusion, so you should understand the concept and you should be able to relate it. Okay. Okay, so next, based on these classification, we have some performance measures. So we will look at which are the performance measures we use. Okay, so the first one, it is classification rate or accuracy. So how you find the classification rate or accuracy? So what is classification rate or accuracy means? The correct classification divided by the total. Okay, so which are the correct classification? I told you true positive and true negative, that is a correct classification. Okay, so the correct classification, how many you classified correctly, divide by the total, that is called as a accuracy. Okay, this is one of the important performance measure. So when you do project, when you do any application using deep learning or machine learning, finally you will be checking the accuracy. That means only with the help of accuracy you can tell that, okay, whatever model you had used, whichever algorithm you had used, so which algorithm performs better. So for that particular application, which algorithm performs better? You have many machine learning algorithms. So whether you need to use linear regression, logistic regression, or Bayes, or which one when you apply which algorithm, how it is performing. So how you check that one? So use with the help of these performance measures, you will we can understand that, okay, this algorithm will be performing better for this particular application or on this particular data. This algorithm works better. So how you understand this one? Based on these performance measures. So one of the important performance measure is accuracy. So what accuracy tells us? How many you classified correctly, that percentage. Okay, so TP plus TN divided by the total. Okay, so that will give the accuracy, and if you tell in terms of percentage means you can multiply with 100. Okay, and what will be the classification error? So 1 minus that classification rate or the accuracy, it gives a classification error. So which are the other performance measures? So this is a commonly used performance measure, that is the accuracy. Okay, an error we can find it out by subtracting that from the 1. Okay, so next one, recall. So what are the other performance measure we will see? So the other one is recall. So what is recall is how many true positive, that means how many patients has been identified as positive, divide by, okay, TP plus false negative. So what is TP plus false negative? You see, that's the first row, TP plus false negative. So what it is? Class 1 actual. That means actually they are COVID positive. Okay. From that, actually they are COVID positive. From that, how many you classified correctly? Okay. Sorry, I'm getting echo. Can you all mute? Can you all mute? Okay, so TP by TP plus false negative. That means actually how many people are COVID positive. From that, how many you classified correctly. So maybe you just consider, okay, 60 COVID positive patients are there. From that, only 50 you had classified correctly. 10 it is misclassification only. So that 50 divided by 60. Okay, so that is called as a recall. So how many relevant items are selected? Okay, so that is called as a recall. So high recall means, what is the meaning of high recall? High recall means the numerator should increase. That means which term should reduce? False negative should be less. False negative should be less means actually he is a COVID positive patient, but you misclassified as negative. So that particular value should reduce. Okay, that means in the case of when we look at the disease, whichever disease when we consider, we should have high recall. Okay, considering this example, that disease example, when we look at, it should have high recall. High recall means, what is high recall? The TP, that this should be more, and false negative, when the denominator term it becomes less, we can tell high recall. So false negative, when it becomes less, the recall will be increasing. So high recall should be there. So high recall means false negative is less. So which is the other measure? So the other one is precision. So precision means, you see, TP by TP plus FP. FP, you can see this particular column. Okay, the summation of this column. So what is the summation of this column? It is predicted. Okay, so how many you predicted as class 1? So how many you predicted as yes? So when we look at the COVID example, how many you predicted as COVID positive? In that, actually how many are positive? Okay, so maybe you had predicted that, okay, 50 are COVID positive. Okay, you had predicted as 50 as COVID positive, but sometimes in that some misclassification will be there. So 50 you had predicted as COVID positive. In that, actually only 30 were COVID positive. 20 they were not COVID positive, but you had predicted as COVID positive. Okay, so that is the precision. Okay, so precision means true positive. Okay, how many correctly classified, divide by this column summation. That means the prediction, how many you predicted as this one. Okay, so how many selected items, that means how many predicted items are relevant. So that means how from the predicted items, how many are COVID positive. So you can always relate with one example and study. Okay, so high precision means which term should be less? The denominator should be reducing. That means false positive should be reducing. Okay, so high precision means false positive should be reducing. Okay. Okay, so the same thing it is explained, that is high recall and low precision. So what is the meaning of high recall and low precision? I told you high recall means the false negative will be reducing. Okay, so most of the positive examples are correctly recognized, that is low FN. Okay, but there are a lot of false positives. So that is called as a high recall and low precision. Okay, so maybe it depends on the application. So for some applications, maybe we need high recall and low precision. Okay, so when you do the project work, or when you do a particular applications, you need to see that, okay, accuracy will check, and according to application, so you need to check whether high recall is required or low precision is required. So you should not always tell, like accuracy always will tell, okay, high accuracy, good. But when you consider the other measures, okay, I have high recall or I have high precision, so the model is performing better. That way you cannot tell. You need to check you need to look at the application, and for that particular application, what is required, you need to identify. Okay, and low recall, high precision. So low recall, Yeah, sorry students, can you hear me now?
Yes, ma'am, it's audible.
Actually, network had some problem, so I got exited from that Teams meeting. Okay, I'll share once again. Can you see the screen? Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am, it's visible.
Okay, okay. Yeah, I don't know where I stopped. So this I was explaining. You were able to hear? Yes or no? Tell me. I just went to the slide. Till which point you heard?
George,
Yeah, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
you were explaining about this slide only.
Okay, okay, ma'am. Okay. Okay, so I'll just explain once again. So high recall and low precision means it depends on the application. Okay, so always you cannot tell, okay, accuracy is good. Means we can tell, okay, the model is performing better. But when you look at the other things, other performance measures, so you need to check the application, and related with the application, you need to tell whether high recall is required or low recall is required or high precision, low precision. So you need to check, relate with the application. Okay. So which is the other classification measure? Okay, so we look at the both, that is precision and recall, and there is another score called as another measure called as F1 measure or F1 score, which is a harmonic mean of precision and recall. Okay, so this is a formula. F score or F1 score, F1 score. Okay, so we use here F1 score. So this alpha is substituted with the value 1. So we get 1 plus 1 square. That means it becomes 2. So 2 into precision, 2 into precision into recall, divide by precision plus recall. Okay, so that is a F1 score or F1 measure. So which is a harmonic mean or mean of precision and recall. Okay. So when we need to use F1 score, so when we need to use the accuracy or the other measures, suppose we have correct, that is we have a balanced data set, then mostly the classification may be correct. If it is imbalanced data set, suppose you have like you have a sample with more COVID positive patient, but COVID negative only you have less samples. Okay, so if you have unbalanced or imbalanced data, so in that case, the predictions, all that things, it may be going wrong. Accuracy, it may not be able to give a proper value, okay, or it may not be able to give a proper measure. So in that case, F1 score, that will be a better metrics, and it can give correctly, it can give the value. With the help of that, we can tell whether your model is performing better or not. Okay. So again, the explain all that, whatever the explanation, I think I can skip all these things. Okay. Okay, so I think maybe we can do one problem. Okay, then you will understand clearly. So maybe you can take down this one. You just write it in your notebook. All of you can write it. Yeah, you write it. 10,000 sample has been collected. 10,000 sample has been collected. From that 100 has been identified. 100 has been identified. 100 has been identified as cancer patient. Cancer patient. Are you all writing? From 10,000, 100 has been identified as cancer patient, and 9,900 identified as no cancer. Okay, so I'll just draw here. 1 second. So 9,000 patients have cancer. Okay, so from that 100 is correctly classified and 8,900 is not correctly classified. So this is correctly classified. You can note down. This is correctly classified. This is incorrect. Okay. So 9,000 have cancer. It is correctly classified. 100 are correctly classified and 8,900 is incorrectly classified. Okay. And again, 1,000 are predicted. 1,000 are predicted as not having cancer. 1,000 are predicted as not having cancer. From that, 0 have cancer and 1,000 no cancer. Okay, so can you make the confusion matrix from this one? Okay, you write the confusion matrix from this one and find the accuracy, precision, and recall. Hope you understood this one. So 9,000 has cancer. Okay, in that 100 has been correctly classified and 8,900 has been incorrectly classified. Again, 1,000 has not correctly classified. From that, 0 has 0 having cancer and 1,000 having no cancer, like that classified. Yeah, please make the confusion matrix and find the precision, accuracy, and recall, and F1 score also. Okay, so this is predicted and this is actual. Okay. So now, how many actually having cancer and predicted correctly?
100.
100.
100.
Yeah. One second. Okay, 100. And how many actually no and predicted as yes? 8,900, right? And actually, how many have cancer and predicted as no? 0. And again, this is 1,000. Okay. So which is true positive, which is true negative, which is true positive, this is true positive, and which is true negative, this is true negative. Okay. And which is false positive and false negative. So predicted as yes. Okay. And actually they don't have any disease. So this is false. This is false positive and this is false negative. Okay. So now quickly tell me the accuracy, recall, precision, F1 score. Quickly calculate.
Ma'am,
Yeah, tell me.
ma'am, actually identify as no cancer in the sense predicted yes, ma'am.
Actually, they have cancer, but predicted as no cancer. That is 0.
Yes,
Which
ma'am.
one you are asking? This term only, right?
8,900, ma'am.
Zero
Actual
only
no,
you're
predicted
asking, right?
yes.
Yeah, actually they have
No.
cancer, but predicted as no cancer.
I'm asking
This-
8,900, ma'am.
You are asking about
Actual no, predicted yes.
actual no, predicted yes. Yeah, 8,900. Okay, okay. So that means actually they are not cancer patient, but it is predicted as 8,900 sample has been predicted as cancer. Yeah, predicted as yes. Actually, they don't have cancer. Okay.
Ma'am, the total samples is 9,000. In that 1,000 are predicted as not cancer. In that,
Yeah, in this
that means
9,000, 100 they had correctly classified. That means this is that 100. And 8,900 incorrect. Incorrect means that is yeah, actual correct rule 9,000 having cancer. In that correctly, I think I should write actual here this side, right? Yeah, anyway, you just consider this confusion matrix. That means actually 8,900 patients are not having cancer, but we predicted it as yes, they have cancer. So totally that 9,000, yeah, tell me.
predicted only 1,000 as not cancer, no, ma'am. That means predicting remaining 8,000 as yes, no, ma'am.
Sorry, once again you asked. Once again, tell me because.
In total 9,000, in that predicted 1,000 is not.
Total, that is the entire sample when you consider total 10,000 sample we have. 10,000 sample.
Got it.
Yeah, okay,
Got it.
not 1,000. 10,000 it is. Total 10,000 sample. Okay. So in that actually 100 having cancer. You see actual when you total it 100 having cancer and 9,900 is having not cancer. You add these two. So total 9,900 not having cancer. Okay.
Got
It
it,
is
ma'am. Got it.
10,000, not 1,000. Okay. The total sum is 10,000. So maybe sometimes the problem will be asked with explanation will be given. From that, you may have to make the confusion matrix. Sometimes the confusion matrix will be directly given so that easily you can make it. Okay. So this is total 10,000. So you can add and see. Actually, yes, when you add both 100, these both when you add it, it is 9,900. Okay. So consider this data and find that accuracy and other measures. Okay. So anyone found out? Yeah, how much is the accuracy?
1.1.
1.1. Okay. Recall?
1.
Okay, percentage. In terms of percentage, into 100 you can do it.
Yes, ma'am. Into recall is coming 100%.
100. Okay, precision?
Precision is 1/90 into 100. So that will be
1.1 or something are you getting? 100 by 9,000, right? Precision.
yes, ma'am. 1.11 precision.
Okay. F1 score?
F1 score is 0.021.
Okay, so I didn't calculate the F1 score. So maybe, what about others? Are you all getting? Okay, so anyway, you calculate and see all the measures. Can you repeat F1 score, Sachin?
F1 score is like if I tell in the form of a formula, 2 into 1 by 90 into 1 whole divided by 1 by 90 plus 1.
Okay. So what is the final answer? Tell me.
0.02. Actually, I didn't multiply it with
Okay.
100.
So yeah, everyone can multiply and check the answers. Okay.
So
Okay.
it is 2.19 after multiplying it.
2.19. Okay. Others, are you getting that value? 2.19? Yes or no? Because okay. So I think you can verify it. Okay.
Ma'am,
Yeah, tell me.
ma'am, actually, in the top it is predicted and to the side it is actual, no, ma'am. Like, according to the question, yes and no. Like, predicted yes means predicted as COVID patients, the actually wrote, no, ma'am. That is actually predicted, no, ma'am.
No. Actually,
In the
yes.
question it is said, like, among 10,000 samples, 100 has been identified as cancer and 9,900 as no cancer. So this 9,900 should be the predicted value of no cancer. So this column sum up to
Repeat the question once
9,900.
again. I'll repeat the question once again. So this is the predicted. What I drew here, that is the predicted. Okay. So 9,000 has been predicted as cancer. Cancer patient. Okay, so you can see this side is the predicted. So predicted, you add
That is actual, ma'am.
no predicted.
9,000 people are actually having cancer, among which 100 are predicted
Sorry,
correctly.
I think I don't know. This is the predicted. Okay. How I told you that initially, I don't know. This is the predicted. Okay. So 9,000 is.
According to whatever you wrote and whatever you dictated, everything is matching. With when the table columns are replaced with predicted and actual. I don't know, like how others did.
I will
Can I
repeat the
justify
question.
once, ma'am?
Shall I repeat
Yes,
the
ma'am.
question
Yes,
once
ma'am.
again? This is the predicted thing I am showing.
Yes.
That is 9,000 patient. That is among 10,000. Actually, we collected 10,000 samples. Okay. So from that, 9,000 has been predicted as cancer. So predicted, I am writing on the left hand side. You add and see 9,000 you should get. So 9,000 predicted as cancer. In that, 100 are having 100.
The initial you dictated, no, ma'am. That
Okay.
one was like 100 has been identified as cancer, 9,900 were identified as no cancer. Those identified are the predicted values, no, ma'am. Because identifying means we don't know what is actual.
Maybe what I said, maybe initially 100 are actually having cancer. 9,900 are actually having cancer. Maybe that you can correct it. From 10,000 sample, 100 are actually having cancer and 9,900 are actually not having cancer. Now is that clear? So this is the actual. So actually you add and see 100. Here when you add it 9,900. Here you make the correction. Suppose if I said the other way, you can make a correction. 100 are having cancer. 9,900 not having cancer. That way only I told, no? I don't know. 100 are having cancer. 9,900 not having cancer. So you add and see actual 100 in the column. First column you add 100. Second column you add 9,900. And this pictorial representation, it is showing the predicted data. So 9,000 in predicted as cancerous, and in that 100 is correct and 8,900 is incorrect. So you see, add and see 100. This is the total prediction as cancerous. In that 100 is correct. 100 is correct means actually yes and predicted also as yes. And 8,900 is misclassification. That means actually no and but predicted. Predicted is 8,900. This is the 1,000 you had predicted as not having cancer. So in that not having cancer, 0 actually it is actual 0 actually having cancer. This is not having cancer. Okay, so 0 I wrote it here and 1,000 it is not having cancer. Is that clear, Priya? Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am. I will
Confusion
check,
is there?
ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Initially everything was right, but then according to the table you are saying 9,000s are like what is 9,000, ma'am? 9,000s are predicted correctly.
9,000. Yeah, 9,000 predicted. They had predicted as 9,000 cancerous, but in that it may go wrong also, right? From 10,000 sample, okay, for testing cancerous, in that 9,000 they had classified as cancerous. They had predicted as cancerous.
Yes, ma'am. Yes.
Okay. Now is that clear?
All fine, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Okay. Okay, so the one more measure we have, that is unweighted average recall, and this precision and recall, actually this true positive, true negative, or false positive, false negative, all that things when we consider the classes as yes or no. Okay, so that is class 1. It can be any other class. It may not be yes or no. Okay, it may not be always yes or no. It can be like some other classification, like class 1, class 2. This is a general way of representation. Okay, so now unweighted average recall, that means UAR. How you find the unweighted average recall is, it is the mean of R1 and R2. Okay, so mean of R1 and R2 means we compute the recall for the class 1 and compute the recall for class 2. And same way we can find out the precision also for each class separately. So first we will look at how you find the recall for class 1 and how you find the recall for class 2. So now when we consider only the yes, when we consider the that is cancerous or COVID or whatever it is, COVID positive, when you consider, the recall formula is true positive divided by true positive plus false negative. But when you look at the other class recall, when we consider the other class recall, that is for a no prediction, no, for that one, when you find the recall, actually we can write the formula as just the opposite, that is true negative divided by true negative plus false positive. Okay, so I'll repeat, recall, actually when you look at only for one class, okay, that means yes, only I'm considering yes. Okay, that is COVID positive. When we look at the COVID positive prediction, and when you find the recall, it is true positive divided by true positive plus false negative. But when you look at the other class, that is no, when you consider the no and when you find the recall, you need to just change the formula as true negative divided by true negative plus false positive. Okay, so same way precision also, so you can change, you can write that formula also. Precision, when you look at the precision, when you consider the positive, that is when you consider the yes and write the formula, it is true positive divided by true positive plus false negative positive, that already we discussed. But when you look at the negative, okay, that means I am looking at how many are not COVID positive. In that case, how much is the precision? Okay, so in that case, true negative divided by true negative plus false negative. So you can write both the formula. Recall, when you look at the positive class, the previous formula, that is true positive divided by true positive plus false negative. But when you look at the negative class, okay, when you look at the other class, the formula is true negative divided by true negative plus false positive. Okay, so for both the classes, we can find the recall and precision. Okay, so now we will consider this example, and can you find out the recall for class 1 and class 2? So recall for class 1. Recall for class 1 means true positive divided by true positive plus false negative. So in this, which is true positive? Look at the class 1. So class 1, true positive, actually positive, negative, how when we look at yes or no only, we can tell true positive, true negative. That means instead of yes or no, if you replace with some classification, that is true positive means true that class 1. Okay. So true negative means it's true that it is not class 1. That is, it is classifying as class 2. So that way you need to understand. Okay, so now recall, how you find the recall based on class 1?
70
Tell me.
divided 70 divided by 70 plus 10.
70 divided by, that is 70 is true positive. 70 divided by this total. Okay. So 70 divided by 70 plus 10. Okay. That means this is a true positive. When you look at this as yes and this as no, we can tell this is true positive, this is true negative, and this will be false negative. That is actually yes, but you predicted as no. So that will be false negative. So true positive 70 divided by 80. But when you look at the other class, so maybe you just consider this as yes. Okay, if you have confusion means you can consider this as yes, class 2 as yes, and this as no. In that case, what will be the recall? That means for the recall for the class 2. Okay, so recall for class 2 means how you do it. Tell me the formula.
90 divided by 90 plus 30.
90 divided by 90 plus 30. Okay.
True negative by
true negative. So which is true negative? 90. 90 divided by true negative divided by true negative plus false positive, which is false positive 30. So 90 divided by 90 plus 30. Hope everyone understood this one. Okay. So recall for class 1 and recall for class 2. Okay. So recall for class 2 will be true negative divided by true negative plus false positive. You write the formula over there. Okay. So these summation. The same way precision. How you do the precision? True positive divided by true positive plus false positive when you look at this class. Okay. So tell me the substitute the values and tell me true positive. True positive we know that 70. 70 divided by true positive plus false positive. That means this row summation 70 plus 30. And same way precision for class 2 means what is the formula? You write the formula true negative divided by true negative plus false negative. That means this row summation. Yes or no? True negative. That is 90 divided by 90 plus 10. Okay. 90 divided by 90 plus 10. So you can substitute and see whether are you getting this value. And same way we can find F1 for class 1, F1 for class 2. We only have one accuracy, but precision, recall and F1 score when we look at, we can calculate that for class 1 and class 2. Okay, so the formula changes. So find the UAR. Okay, so everyone do the calculation and check whether it is correct or not. So we will stop here. So we'll continue in the next class. Please calculate and check whether the values are coming correctly or not. Okay. Okay, I think we can stop here. You note down the values and later do the calculation and check it whether it is correct or not.
Ma'am?
Yeah, tell me.
Ma'am, tomorrow do we have quiz, ma'am?
Tomorrow we are not conducting this. Yeah, ma'am.
Actually, I wanted to make that announcement. You can also tell that, no problem. We are planning to conduct quiz next week, Friday. And tomorrow, I'm planning to have the session on Keras and TensorFlow afternoon. I will confirm and send the meeting invite for that. Quiz one, anyway, we will have it next Friday.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, thanks.
Next Friday, Pakka.
Yeah, all the slides has been uploaded for the Q1 portion. All the slides has been uploaded. Okay. So next week you will have the quiz. So thank you all. I think you can leave. So do the calculation and check whether it is correct or not. So I'll upload the slide also. Okay. Okay, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Okay. Okay.